I'm not saying that I'm proud, because I'm not at all. 2 reasons. I hate when this happens. I already told you I get heavily emotional, so I try not to deal with things, much less confrontation. But here we are. I'm thankful for being here to learn from it, because I know that's what I'm doing. I never speak. I'm 37 years old. I never speak up for myself. If you saw the video just from a few days ago, like I said, I cried just trying to talk to my so-called new boss. Okay? Because I'm not good at it. But I have to do it. I'm 37 years old. It's long past time. But I'm not practiced in it yet. And that's why I know that it's difficult, and it's going to keep being difficult. I'm going to have to keep doing it, because in life, that's what you do. You have to keep doing the things that scare you until you're so comfortable doing them, they don't scare you. And then you reach that next level up, and you start doing the next other thing, whatever comes after that. So, because, just real quick off the top, because I did do the thing, say the thing in the place, confront the person, did I do it perfectly the way I wish I had? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I think that's what's weighing so heavy on me. However, and this is so important collectively for all of us, a lot of us are very sick of it. Just because you don't like my delivery doesn't make it incorrect. And as a society and as parents, it is our job to go ahead and correct our children and say, hey, okay, yeah, these things were wrong. You shouldn't be doing them, etc. Can you, yes, then pull me aside and say, hey, so glad that you were there, and like made some justice out of a situation and kept it from rocking the boat too much. But hey, maybe just don't handle it that way again. Okay, thanks. You can say that in whatever way you want. You can even say it aggressively if that's your choice, whatever. I back you up, because that is your right. But you do need to also I've said this my whole life, you have to do both. It's not one or the other. It's not just, well, you're wrong. Oh, you're yelling at kids. Honey, everybody in America yells at kids. Everybody yells at everybody. And also, hello, we're at a fair. Do you hear the noises? Because I do. And also, 90% of those kids, they're all on steps, and they're above me. If they wanted to, they're up here on the steps to go on the ride. I'm down here with my 2 children who keep getting crowded in front of. Let me repeat myself. These so-called kids that you think are so innocent, teeny tiny little babies, yes, we need to be able to see our children that way, and each other. Everyone. Absolutely, because we are precious souls just having an experience for the first time. Now, when you're to the point where you're doing it all the time, and you're not learning, and you're not growing, and you're not evolving, and you are not handling things differently as you go, girl, boy, bro, sis, homie, humana inde carne sac, whatever, soul in humana de carne sac. Go see someone, okay? But I know we've all said it, and because I agree with the generation. My mindset, I feel, is so much more, it resonates more. I can relate more with the younger generations, because a lot of them are, woke, but not that woke. The real kind, awakened, knowing we're all just souls in a human meat sack, okay? If you didn't gather that, that's what I said earlier. We're just having an experience. It's not that serious. I understand that. So again, tonight, I do not like how I handled it. Am I glad that I did? Yes. Do I regret it? No. If I had been beaten the crap up by a bunch of teenagers, oh well. I'll live. But we start out, and there's like 2, I thought it was more, but there's like 2 or 3 teenagers in line in front of me and my kids, my 2 girls, my 9 and 7-year-old, and then all the people behind us. Well, next thing we know, here comes 2 or 3 more kids. We get 40 plus minutes in this line to ride a ride, which is fine. I'm not mad about that. I'm stating this is the perception we're standing from. Unless you're too narcissistic to put yourself there for a second. Okay? These kids are standing in line. My daughter's whining. She's grumpy. Her legs hurt. She's anxious. She wants to ride the ride, but she's too scared. Okay. And we got these teenagers up here. Oh, I said whatever she attempted to say in some kind of Spanish. I said hoblaw to him or whatever. I don't actually know the word. I cannot remember it. I started to go black quickly. And blah, blah, just these racist comments, considering the diversity that was in front of me, and of course behind me and all around me, ironic and absolutely uncalled for. Unprecedented completely. And then these other two little teenage girls all of a sudden pop up in front of us, and I hear the people behind me again. They just got friend, they got friend, they got friend. They're jumping around. They're telling us they were at another. I hear them saying how these kids were at another ride, which the kids who already came over and got in line with the first two kids had already been. Oh yeah, they kicked us off the ride. They said this. Hello, you should have been kicked out the fair. Another thing, we should have a lot more security. One at every ride, one on every street. Walkway, whatever, and all of the things. And the lines shouldn't be going out in the middle, guys. Come on, use your brain. Move it around where there's not a big old walkway. Tonight was hard because it was all floody and everything, but you get the point. So, I'm like, we're literally about to go up there. I don't know, but something, and my mouth opened, and my mouth didn't stop. And it wasn't bad, but, like I said, it's the fair. Yes, I was loud. Yes, I was emotional. My whole body, I'm talking to teenagers here who were probably fine. That's what's sad and pathetic. And a big difference from, these fortunate, spoiled, entitled, because I don't like to, they're fortunate. Yet, also, in perception, they could be considered spoiled and entitled. Okay, but it depends on how you use it, and how you use that power, and how you use that wisdom. I think we've all learned that on this road at this point. And, I was just like, these two girls come up and they start to get back in line, apparently, because I didn't know they were getting back in line. And I was like, no, you guys, you just did this. We're not doing this again. This is 3 times now. Yins are coming up here. More and more people just joining in with these two. Crowding in front of people who've been standing here for 40 plus minutes. And of course, I'm yelling because, again, we're at a fair. Okay? And also, the ones who started talking to me that I was not talking to are standing on the steps over here in front of me, way up yonder. And I'm like, so yes, my voice is loud. Okay, but that's my point right there. You want to come over, you're not holding your children accountable, number one. You're not even addressing them at all or anything they're doing wrong. You don't even care. You're not even telling them you have no right to be racist. You're fortunate to be where you are now. You're not even doing it. Or to be making fun of people. You could be sincere and learn a language. Oh, well, it's not my job to learn the language. Well, no one's going to do it then. Would you want to learn the language of a monster? Someone perceived as a monster? Someone perceived as danger to you? Because this is the safest they've been. For them. All of the ridicule, the extreme loneliness, the being in an unfamiliar place where they can't communicate. And a lot of people were just born into it and raised up. They didn't have a choice. And those children become adults who didn't have a choice and didn't know any better. They can choose to now, maybe, if they can. Is it a really difficult thing to do, though? Yes. Are you doing it? No. So you know it's difficult. And then you come at people and say things like, well, I just can't imagine going to a place where I couldn't communicate. This is the world of technology. You've got communication at your literal fingertips. Stop being a hypocrite. There's more underneath that, and you're hiding it. And that wasn't all supposed to rhyme, but it did. It could have been a jam right there. Throw the beats down. So, like I said, I'm like telling these kids, and they're just blah, blah, blah. They just want to argue back and be okay. Look, and then they're like, the girl's like, okay. And she goes and gets whoever, grandma, auntie, sister, whatever. She looks like she's 15, 17, I don't know. And she comes over there and I'm like, yes, thank you. Thank you for coming over here because these kids keep crowding in front of people and they're over here yakking their mouth making racist comments. And she's like, you're yelling at children. This is ridiculous. Literally, you're yelling at children. And I'm like, it's loud. It's a fair. And, oh, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm mad. Are you telling me you're over here mad that I'm getting on the case of what should be perfectly capable of standing on their own feet, probably 15 and 16-year-olds. A few of them were probably even younger than that. But you know what? If you want to be seen as who you are and known for being younger, don't walk around acting like you're older. This woman must not know what her kids and these kids that are with these kids be talking like. And that is a big problem. You people walk around with these blinders on like your children are innocent. You didn't hear their mouths and their tone of voice and the way they're talking about these people. At one point, we had 2 of them in front of us sucking face. I literally rolled my eyes. That's fine. Lovey-dovey. It's an experience. It's beautiful. It's fun. I love that song. You know, the white t-shirt and barbecue stain. Kicking rocks down by the railroad tracks. That's great. But you didn't hear these kids. You weren't here. And they just keep coming over here. And they're crowding in front. They've done it several times. They've been kicked out of the line elsewhere. Did you ask them once? Did you ask them what they've been doing wrong? Did you ask them who started all this? Did you tell them to take any accountability? I bet tonight when you go home it's going to be, I was about to beat her A. Don't nobody talk to my kids like that. Whatever. Listen, I wouldn't talk to them no type of way except the way that they ought to be able to handle. That's it. So, again, not my proudest moment. I would love to just be calm like this. Chill. No concern in the world. And I'm getting there, I know that, but I had to go through the experience. Apparently, so did they. Be mad at me, hate me, beat me up, jump me, whatever it is you feel the need to do to please yourself and your ego. But, oh gosh, yes, I can't believe it. I literally was like, because she was saying something about me yelling and I'm like, yes, please, flip it around and make me the bad guy because of the delivery. Very narcissistic of you. Is literally the words that came out of my mouth. Guys, you don't even understand. I don't know what happened. I couldn't. I don't even know. Like, I started talking and it didn't stop. And it did suck. I was really happy though. Like, literally, I'm like in my body and outside of my body because that woman brought me down so well. Like, she was so calm. She was so grounded. And I'm happy for that. I really am. And I am trying. Trust that. I'm trying every day. I don't know one person. I don't know. Have not met one person, one soul in a human meat sack in my life that I think actually sets and analyzes their actions and their words and their thought processes, all of the things, the way that I do. So I'm not like real quick to jump on trusting my feelings with feeling guilty. I'm running it over and over and over in my head. And I'm going, yeah, there were things that could have been done better. But in the end, you get the message. And I am correct. Whether you feel it or not, whether the world feels it or not, I am correct. You expect everyone else, literally all of us in that line, following the rule. Okay? We're all following the rules. Not only are we following the rules, we're also not being a bunch of ignorant, mean, selfish, self-centered, sarcastic, mocking, disrespectful children who want to be treated somehow with the power of an adult but none of the responsibility, including self-responsibility. You are out in public acting that way. And then I was. Yep, and then I was. Look, I said it. I bet you won't. You still won't. You won't. You never will. You're going to sit there and play victim for the rest of your life. And I also realized something else that's very important tonight while I was there. And so, here's what it is. This is always how it starts. This is how all the integration system starts. I've said this. You got to go back and watch the videos. I've said this. Just like with the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. And every movie from time. If you don't understand that every TV show, every series, every movie, everything, the game of Monopoly, the game of chess, the game of cards, it's all the same thing. And it's telling you the answers right in your face. King, queen, jack, blah, blah. And then you are just the lay people. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like, that's it. That's literally it. Same thing. Monopoly. The money is not even real. Paper isn't even, it's paper, and it's not even paper. It's linen and flaxseed or something. Cotton. It's not tree, so it's not really paper. But anyway, like, there's a percentage of it. Anyway, Google it. I don't know. But what I was saying is, this is always how it starts. And it starts off as, well, it's one big civil war. That's because of the melding. We're not going there right now. The melding of the different generations, obviously. And we still have people, alive and even raising people to this day, making their influence on the world, that are still teaching and preaching this other, let's mock them crap. And like I recently said, can we just focus on what we have in common? Familial, familiar, family, hello, familia. Because that's where our strength is, and that's where our real evolution is going to be. That is where the level up is. In the teamwork and being together and using and seeing all of each other to the highest whatever, our highest strengths. Ooh, pickles. Instead of our weaknesses. Hear about me some pickles. And another Pepsi? So, think whatever you think. There's that. And, whatever, reflect, I guess. Peace out, homies.